work program بالأحضان, a show with an accent for those without one. Talking about the Egyptian Revolution, tomorrow is the first anniversary. Just yesterday, a beautiful young lady went to Tahrir Square to just lay some flower for all the dead, all the people who killed in the last 4 years, and she was shot herself by an American sniper? No, by an Egyptian sniper. I think the Egyptian sniper doing a much, much better job, and a lot of people been killed, shot on the spot, young people, innocent, civilian, peaceful demonstration been shot by Egyptian sniper. So we're talking about what transpired in the last 4 years, what went wrong, and what remains of the Egyptian Revolution. We have a very special guest, Dr. Hamdi Al-Sawaf. He's a psychotherapist, and also he's a sponsor of a major event tomorrow commemorating the 4th anniversary of the revolution. Welcome, Professor.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. It's really an honor to be with you.
You're a very special guest. We always enjoy having you here because you are there every day. You work with the community, and you know the feel and pulse. This is probably the 3rd time or 4th time you've been having this event.
4th time.
4th time. So every year you do it. Let's talk about the Egyptian community here. And how do they react to this, and what's going on, and how they respond to events in Egypt? Are they breaking down like what's going on in Egypt, and what's your take on
I
that?
would say it's almost the same, like in Egyptian community anywhere, or even the Egyptian community in Egypt. Some people would be supportive of what is going on nowadays. Some would be totally opposing what is going on. Some even would be totally silent, taking the back seat and say, let me find out what is going on. Yes, the silent majority, and let's wait and see, you know, what's happening, and so on and so forth. And we have seen this with the Egyptian community, you know, everywhere. But also, a lot of people have been confused. A lot of people are really looking for the truth, and they can't find it. It is the influence of the media, the influence of press, the influence of some other things, you know, the negative impact of what is going on about what is happening, you know, what is going on.
But don't you think those communities have the luxury of information, access to information? They're not bombarded by Lisi or all this media.
You mean the community in here?
Yeah, American. I'm talking about Egyptian.
They do.
So they have an edge to know actually what's going on.
That's true, and they've been watching, you know, from many sources. But what is the most influential one of them? Wow. You know, some media would be kind of يعني شيطنة everything, يعني have the situation very satanic one.
Black and white.
Yeah, and also, you know, there is a lot of brainwashing, and some people would really perceive this in a way, yeah, this is what is going on, this is what is happening. Some people even, they don't have the gut to make a fair comparison between, here's what I hear from that source, and here's what I hear from another source, and so on and so forth. I say, don't give me headache anymore. I have enough. You know, let's wait and see.
Tell us a little bit about your event tomorrow. And how do you organize it, what do you expect, and who's going to be there?
The event tomorrow, this is the 4th time we have been organizing, you know, this event, the 4th anniversary of the Egyptian Revolution. We're really asking a fair question after 4 years. What is left from that, call it Egyptian uprising, Egyptian Revolution? And as we all know, that wonderful theme of the Egyptian Revolution, عيش حرية عدالة اجتماعية كرامة إنسانية, translation more or less, عيش, bread, freedom, democracy, social justice, and human dignity. Have we accomplished any of these?
Even the Aish is not there.
Even Aish, you know, Aish does not mean literally the bread I can find and eat.
Economic safety, I guess.
Economic safety, you know, fulfilling the basic needs, and I don't have to be in long lines just in order to have a gas supply for my house, or look at the prices and so on and so forth.
Gas,
Everything is
too,
getting
but-
worse and worse and worse. Who's suffering the most? The poorest of the poor. Those who are looking forward to see some positive change, in how they live, in housing, in education, medical care, you name it. But things are getting much, much, much worse.
So is there anything left to celebrate? Is there any, what the people going to be tomorrow? Celebratory mood or mourning mood or angry mood or what?
What I would say, Ahmed, we should celebrate something happened in Egypt, I would say for the first time in the history of the Egyptian society. A wonderful, great uprising, call it revolution, very peaceful, silmiya, where you find people from everywhere are coming and participating. That fear of the regime of 30 years and even the years before was totally gone. I'm not afraid of anything. I am here looking for my freedom, for a democratic institution, for a new constitution, for much better life, and so on and so forth. And in the meantime, here, I'm here for this, no matter what. This is part of the biggest celebration we should have. The other part of celebrating people's will, people's determination, people's decision. We will never stand what is going on for so many years, call it 62 years or so. We're not going to take this anymore. We're here for something new in our life. Enough is enough. We're looking for those things. Where is our democratic system? Where is our freedom? Where is our human dignity? Where is the social justice we're looking for? Why it should be left for few people to take advantage of the Egyptian economy and make thousands, if not millions, if not billions of money, while the needy people do not even by the end of the day have a piece of bread to eat or a sip of fresh water to drink? Where is my medical, care? How can I get cured and get treated and so on and so forth? What kind of education system we do have? Even the relationship between people, even that gap between the super filthy rich and the poorest of the poor there. People were looking for this, to happen. So this is what we should celebrate.
But the gap now is not so much, I know the economic gap is there, but now the gap of alliance and polarized ideas. People now, they want to wipe off the brotherhood, and the other people want to, and they think the military is their savior, mother milk of the Egyptian in the last 78 years. So the gap now, it's widening even in culture, in knowledge, in alliance, and this is something we never had before.
The gap, Ahmed, is much wider than anyone would think. And this is, as a matter of fact, of the 30 years of, if not 62 years of dictatorship, of the lack of freedom, of the lack of democracy. And what did they teach the Egyptian people? 85 millions. To come in a wonderful way of critical thinking and defend your freedom, and you're willing to do whatever is needed to be done. And that alienation of the thinking and the mindset and so on and so forth, it is like a brainwash. You just live for this and this, but never cross those red lines that we have drawn for you. So this is actually what is happening. So you need to re-educate people again. We need to capitalize on the ability and capability of the Egyptian people who are willing to do whatever it would take.
A lot of Egyptians left that mess, and that's why they came here. You would think they'll have this luxury, they have the chance to explore other ideas, explore other opinions, have political thinking, but you end up when you see them here, as you said, the same thinking, the same alliance, the same artificial knowledge of what's going on, and it's some very tribal community, either is or that. what I'm getting at here, what are we missing here? I mean, we have a lot of resources to have a more educated take on what's going on over there, but I don't see that.
I agree with you, and yes, it would take years and years to change that mentality, psychologically, emotionally, and socially. Even if you move in here, Ahmed, in order to change that mentality of people, didn't we hear that it would take a whole village to raise a child? Just imagine I move here at the age of 20, 25, 30. All of those years have done already to me, yes, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, how much I need in order to change this. This is the most important point in here. Though I have seen some people who actually, had their education in here, and they have been involved in a lot of things and participating in a lot of things, they have changed. Because this is actually the genuine part of the Egyptian people. I am willing to change. I am willing to see what went wrong, and then work on things, to move me. Some other people would say, okay, I'm taking now the back seat, and I'm okay, I'm fine. I finished my education, I have wonderful degrees, I work, I make money, I'm relaxed, I establish a family. What kind of media
they consume here? Do they watch Arab media, Jazeera, CNN, Fox, or they just...
It's both.
Yeah.
It's both. The foreign media, the Arab media, satellite, and so on and so forth, and also the media in here. But you name it. But the major question in here is: media all over telling the truth? Is media all over it just manipulating the situation? Is media all over have given us something we can say, yes, this is what we're looking for? Media, I believe that would be the worst ever to have the minds of people go in a specific direction, but we got to be smart in order to find out where the truth is.
And we should be smarter about consuming this media. I mean, the media is out there, but as a consumer of media, you have your own critical thinking, and you don't have to be a party line like back home. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, people have a chance here to question things.
Definitely, no doubt about this, Ahmed. But sometimes, most of the time,
it will take some time, as you say.
People will take, the easier route.
Okay, I know they asked me to wrap it up, but I'm gonna just say, last time there was some conflict in the audience and some kind of guts-to rousey and all that. You expect something like that tomorrow?
I don't think so. And it was. I looked at it as different opinions and different views of things, and so on and so forth. If some people would get, emotionally involved, it's okay. We're human beings.
Yeah, we're
human beings.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you to Professor Sawaf, the psychotherapist, and also having an event tomorrow about the 4th anniversary of the Egyptian Revolution. Assalamu alaikum, and God bless you all.